Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Vikings coming in at 5-9, going up against the Bears, who come in at 8-6. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Well, they showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. We see this offense, and we see Jeremy Langford, certainly a guy to watch in this game.
He plays the game with great determination, Brandon. In college, he played multiple positions before settling in at running back. He made the right choice.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. And they're definitely showing blitz here. After the penalty, it's Langford. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourself. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Trey Waynes is a very aggressive cover corner player, learning how to add off coverage to his game.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side caught by Diggs. No gain, and it's 2nd down. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But, boy, as he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
Let's go! Green, 39!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
Here we go now!
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Out of the gun now on third down. And finding Poole. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Let's go! Blue 90!
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Frank's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, The defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Throwing is Bortles. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus... And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out in the pistol. Bortles now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The lone setback is Langford. Bortles now on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, get a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he had great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down, Langford. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jeremy Langford, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now back to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. McKinnon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 15. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Defense showing blitz. Throwing on first down is Bortles. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first and 10, here's Bortles. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Bortles throwing on second down. They go screenplay to Langford. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Bortles to throw once more. That's caught at the 2. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Their big tight end in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. In the end zone. And the decision to bring him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Finding time. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. That'll be taken in the end zone. What a spin. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time in the pocket. He's looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They come up in an offset eye. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Smith catches left side. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Bortles to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can always help your offense.
Here's Bortles to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marquise Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They go back to the air here after blitz coming, and down he goes. Danny Trevathan from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Goldman, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in. And so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 10th carry now for Jeremy Langford. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the eye. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, Bortles. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that's the nicest thing he called me.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
So the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance. because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Bortles to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And Brenza's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Oh, nice move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Green, 39. Back nine, Philly. Here we go. Back nine. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Third down now following the completed pass.
Good. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky pass.
They'll look to throw again. He's got time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Go. Green, 90. Green, 90. 54, check. Watch the floor. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Langford again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Langford again, busy man this afternoon. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games.
Like a river.